Welcome back. So now it's time to add another important feature to our website, which is the pagination. So what is pagination? Pagination is the process of displaying only a certain number of products in the main page and then adding here a bar. We already added this bar, and that bar will allow users to go to click on a button and get more products and different products. Because the reason why we need pagination and the reason why so many websites use pagination is because you cannot display all products in in a single page. It's especially if you have a very big e-commerce website. So imagine you have 1,000 products. It's just impossible to display 1,000 products in a single page. Therefore, you need to have pagination, and you need to display. You need to allow users to check out only a certain number of products, and then if they want to check out more products, they would have to click on 2 and then 3 and then 4, etc. This feature is super important and very important, especially if you have a very big e-commerce store. And maybe at the beginning, maybe you wouldn't want pagination, but I promise you, if your business grows, you will at some point need pagination. There is no way you could just run a big e-commerce store website without having pagination. Therefore, pagination is a must. You at some point you would have to have pagination. So let me show you how you can add pagination and how you can activate pagination. We have here this bar, but of course it's not working because we need to activate it. By the way, the process of adding pagination is a little tricky, but I'm gonna try to make it as easy as possible, and also I'm gonna try to make it as fun as possible. So let me go to my project and start working on pagination. First of all, pagination will be added to the shop page because this is the shop page. So in the shop page, remember at the top we have if statement. This if statement will be executed in case user wants to search for a specific product, or in case user wants to filter products. So for example, if user wants only shoes, coats, or watches, and if user wants products that are under a certain amount of money, then they would have to click on search and first select or set the criteria and then click on search. Else we will get all products, and this is not correct. This is correct only if you have small business, small website. But if you have, say, 1,000 products or more, it would be very difficult to just continue and display all of the products here. It's just not gonna work. So let's now start working on pagination. So here we need to add pagination. Instead of getting all products, we need to remove this code, and instead we need to start working on pagination. So the first thing that we need to do here in this else, we need to say if, and then we need to add number of pages. So we need to say if is set, and then get, and then page number and get page number is not equal to nothing. Then what we need to do at this point, we need to set the page number. So we need to set if the page number is set and it's not 0, then it means that there is a page number. It means that the user is at a specific page number. And at this point we need to say page number is equal to the get request, because now the get request has been initialized, or was initialized, I should say. So the page number, this variable page number was initialized earlier. Else, if user just came to this page, just came to this page, then we need to set the page number to be 1, because the default, this is going to be the default. So the default, if user just came or entered the page, then default page is 1. If user has already entered page, then the page number is the one that he selected, is the one that they selected. So because they may have clicked on page 2 or 3 or next, so we need to say the page number is going to be equal to this. Now after this point, after this code, what we want to do is that we need to get products from the database. So this is pretty simple. We have already done this many times. I'm going to say statement 1 is equal to connection, and then we need to prepare and get all. Now we need to get all. This is very simple, and we have already done that. Select all, select not all, select count, and I'm going to explain why we need count. We need to get count all as total records from products. So what does this mean? What does this statement mean? This statement is going to get us the total number of products we have in the database. So if you have 1,000 products, it's going to return that number, because there is no way by which you could count the number of products, especially if you have a very big website. You need to use this statement. This is going to return number of products. So you could have 1,000 products, 10,000 products, it depends. Then what we need to do is that we need to execute this statement, stmt1 execute, and then we need to bind the result. We need to say statement 1 and then bind result and store the result in a variable called total records. So this total records is gonna represent the number of products. Then what we want to do is that we want to store the result. So I'm gonna say statement 1 store result. Lastly, I'm gonna say fetch stmt1 and then fetch. Let me just remove the space because the code is gonna get longer and I don't want to confuse you. So the first step is to determine here. The first step is to determine page number. The second step is to return the number of products. The third step is to set the total number of products that you want to display per page. So here we got all of the products, but of course we don't want that. Instead, we need to determine a specific number of products to display per page. For example, you can display 8 products per page, 10 products per page. It depends upon how many you want to display. But my recommendation is not to display more than 20 to 30 products maximum. You wouldn't want to display too many products. So in my case, I'm gonna test with 8 products. So I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna add a comment and then I'm gonna say products per page.